I'm really fascinated with the idea that this company is growing at 100% a year. Does the organization double in size as the sales go up? But how does the organization grow in parallel with the sales? And also, how long do you anticipate that you can keep up that growth rate? And also, is there any downside to growing at that rate?
Wow, 3 questions. No, it doesn't scale all the time. And with people, it sort of goes in spurts, and you break through some boundaries with ways you do things. The second part of the question was, are we going to keep doubling? And the answer is no. We're going to try to do as well this year as we did last year. And if we do that or a little bit better, we're going to consider ourselves heroes in today's market. We had, over the last year, and I'll try to draw it from your way, there's a line going up and to the right. We came off that line. And then when the recession hit, it hit the hardest in the optical component sector, which is ours. And we literally, we've had 2 down quarters, and we announced in August that we thought this quarter would be flat or slightly better. And we haven't retracted that, which it ended Sunday. So I can't tell you what's happened, but anyway, I'm hopeful. And what was the third part?
Is there any downside to growing at this rate?
Yes. It is incredibly stressful. And it's stressful for a very human reason. You hire people based often on their skills to be able to do a certain problem. And what happens is, as those people grow, the company's growing and the people are growing with you. But here's the company. Sometimes someone does this and they flatten off. And it isn't bad. It's just, that's just what they want out of life. There was a wonderful fellow that came from us right out of college and did software and hardware and things. And we were growing enough that I needed someone to help lead and manage people. And I took him out to lunch and we talked about it. I said, look, I really want you to do this. I'll mentor, I'll help you, I'll work with you. But he said, no, I don't want to do that. And I think it got back to his family even, that he turned it down. They were all upset about it. But it just wasn't the right thing for him. So partly what it is as you're growing that fast, that means every 2 or 3, every 3 years, you're 8 times where you were 3 years earlier. That's a huge change if you think about it in your life. So it's a very stressful thing. And so the amount of ways that people relate to each other are changing very fast, and how your company is structured has to change very fast. So, yeah, it's stressful.